42. My name is Garner Andrews. You're listening to Sonic 102.9, Edmonton's Modern Rock. I think this is the call right here, isn't it, Amber? Hang on a second. Hello, Sonic.
Hey, is this Garner?
This is Garner, yeah.
Hey, it's Sarah from Keegan and Sarah.
Sarah, how's life?
It's okay. Well, I know you heard the update that my apartment is having serious repairs done because we had some leaking while I was on tour.
Yeah.
So I'm standing on a street corner, so I apologize
are
if
you?
there's noise.
I can't hear a thing. You're calling from Montreal?
I am, yeah.
Okay. Well, it's good to hear from you. Yeah, I just talked to your manager, and he said that as soon as you got home, was there a lot of damage in your apartment or to the building in general?
It's actually, it was to my apartment and to other apartments, and they had been dealing with it while I was away, and it just, lucky me, I arrived last night around midnight, and there was a note under my door, and it was like, "We have time to do your unit tomorrow. We'll be there at 7:30. I'm like, oh my God, no. So it just happened that it coincidentally was when I got home that they can fix it. So.
And at the bottom of the note it said, by the way, you're not getting your damage deposit back.
Actually, I own the place. So
oh, good.
It's totally fine. I'm actually quite relieved that they're doing it, and it's all being paid for by the insurance company. That it was totally something that happened during the construction of the building. So, anyways, it's all working out fine. It's just a little inconvenient because my apartment is completely torn apart because they're trying to be as clean and efficient as possible. But I walked in and yesterday I just was like, oh my God.
So how are you? One of the guys I work with here, he just had to have his apartment. Bryce just had to have his apartment sprayed for bed bugs.
Ew! Oh no!
Yeah.
Those are so hard to get rid of.
He couldn't go in there for 18 hours, so he just wandered aimlessly around Edmonton. What are you going to do?
I'm hoping my construction will only be a day, and then I'm only home actually for 4 days. So I'm hoping that it'll be done by tomorrow, so I can start sleeping in and relaxing.
Yeah.
It wasn't exactly a day off when I had to get out of my apartment at 7:30 this morning.
And you can only hang out at Starbucks for so long before you wear out your welcome. So.
It's true. I started texting friends.
Yeah. Hey, Sarah, I don't know if you'll remember this, but one of my favorite moments here at Sonic in Edmonton was when you and your sister played our open house here at the radio. Do you remember that? You were in the front lobby. This is 4 years ago?
Absolutely. Right around Christmas time when we were coming from the States.
That's right. We brought you in and you played our little house party here at the radio station, and that was a good time that night. I had a lot of fun.
It was really fun.
How are you dealing with the whole H1N1 scare?
Well, I haven't paid very much attention to it until recently. Good. And I think it was actually, I blame my mother because we're leaving for Europe in a few days, and she was really worried that we should get some kind of shot or at least go to a doctor and see if they thought we were at risk and get a shot before we were in Europe. But I keep telling her that it's, most of the places where we're going have just as good or equal health care. I'm not too worried. If we got sick on the road in Europe, we'd be well taken care of, I think.
Yeah, but have you done that move that a lot of famous people have done? Have you stopped shaking hands?
No. I mean, if anything, I think we're even more intimate and gross than we used to be. Not in that way, but just we love to sort of meet with fans and hang out, and we just did this in-store on release day in Los Angeles, and I think we had over 500 kids, and it was hugs and handshakes all around, and every time I would touch any part of my body, I would be like, you just don't know, you just stop touching your face, don't touch your face, and then, it's just, I can't help it.
And then go back to the washroom after, and then scrub your hands like you just finished gutting an elk.
I know. I always tell people, Tegan and a bunch of the band members, they all do yoga, and they're on this really big health kick or whatever. And I'm not unhealthy. I really don't have any vices besides coffee. But I never get sick anymore. I just, for whatever reason, I'm on a real, knock on wood, I'm on a real, I think it's been 3 years or something since I was really, really sick. Good. So I'm hoping that I'm just going to blow through this H1N1.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you're still out there shaking hands because, I talked about it on this show a couple of weeks ago. I got handshake denied for the first time in my life 2 weeks ago, and it hurt.
Well, you can always punch it out, I think that's the key. There's always a way to people feel like they're welcome.
He didn't even offer up the fist bump, the knuckle bump. You know who it was, too?
Who was it?
Moby.
Oh, geez. Well, maybe his immune system is not as strong because he's a vegan.
Yeah. I would have assumed that you and your sister are hardcore vegan.
Oh, God, no.
No?
No way. I love meat.
Oh.
Is it because we're gays? Is that why? Are you gay stereotyping us right now?
No. I sort of, you got a bit of that little indie hippie chick edge to you.
Oh, God, no. I love meat. I think over the years, actually, we grew up in Alberta, so we ate a lot of chicken, a lot of beef growing up, and I would never claim to be a foodie, but as we travel around the world and, I spend a lot of time in New York, and I live in Montreal, and one of my favorite luxuries, I guess, is not cars, it's not like fancy clothes or anything. It's food. I love restaurants, and I love to eat, and so I would be so sad if I couldn't eat meat.
Wow, this is. I think I'm in love with you even more now, Sarah. But I know it'll never work.
Seriously, I would be so sad. One of my favorite dishes is beef tartare, and it horrifies people, but I just love it.
I would love to be standing in line behind you about 4 o'clock in the morning in a 7-Eleven, and you just reach in and you do that power move where you buy all the beef jerky. I would love to see that.
Well, I wouldn't buy the beef jerky, but if I was in line at a 7-Eleven at 4 a.m., I'd probably be buying a Slurpee.
Yeah, and a corn dog, right?
Potentially a corn dog, or one of those disgusting, like, Tostitos or Tostados or whatever they're called.
Taquitos.
Taquitos, yeah, one of those gross things. Yeah. I always want to buy one of those, and I never do.
Sarah, I'm going to put you on hold for a second here, and we are going to play a song from the new album, Sainthood. Tegan and Sarah, this is Hell on Edmonton's Modern Rock Sonic.